Hey guys, how are you today? I hope you are well. Welcome to Hanging Out with Lori. If you are new, if you are returning, thanks so much for coming back. Today we are going to talk about the items that I hauled during the Sephora summer sale, and I was actually extremely selective. I had a huge cart full at first, and I dwindled it down to items that I wanted to try because I had heard good things about them, whether it be from written reviews on different websites or by people here on YouTube. I did turn my fan off because it was so loud in the last video, so I am sweating. I'm sweating to death. And the cat's probably not comfortable either. But we're gonna go with it. We are going to go with it. The cat almost pushed me off the bed. So we are now in a new setup because my original setup right over here is loaded to the ceiling with boxes. And I apologize for not having any content or as much content as usual in the last week, and that is because I've been packing. My son and daughter-in-law were here for a couple of days, so I did get to spend some time with them, which was wonderful. I sold them my car since I can't drive anymore, and so I'm so excited that it went to someone who was in desperate need of a car. So I got to see them. Maybe it was bribery on my part to get them to come see me. I don't know. No, it wasn't. I was just glad to be able to help them out, although I didn't know they needed a car when I mentioned to my son that I was thinking about selling it. So it worked out perfect. So where I film is going to kind of rotate until I find a comfortable place to film. This isn't the most comfortable, but this is gonna work for now. But also where you see the least amount of destruction because my room looks like a bomb has gone off. So let's talk about what I picked up. I'm trying to pick it up so you don't see my address. What I got during the Sephora sale. Now, I do not believe this is actually the Sephora box that the items I ordered during the sale came in. I do believe that box has already been packed with other items because it was a little bit bigger. So, and we will talk about the items that I ordered prior to the sale another time, because I want to talk about what I hauled this month during my birthday month. But today I just want to talk about what I got during the haul. Alright, so let's talk about these items. I'm really excited about all of the items, even though I'm falling off the bed. First of all, you guys know I'm a huge perfume lover, and so I picked up Sephora's clean fragrance sampler. It came with, I think, seven clean fragrances that they carry. They range all the way from $65 is the cheapest, which is the exact same price I paid for this sampler, to $100. That's the most expensive bottle. Now, everything I have tried in this box, because when I go to the doctor this week, anything that does not work for me, I will return at that time, because that is the closest Sephora boutique. I have a Sephora in JCPenney's, but I want to take it to a store where, one, I can pick up whichever scent I want from my sampler, and I have it narrowed down to 3. Such a hard decision. But I can pick them up there, plus return items, and have a better selection of items that I want to choose from if I want to exchange. So let's talk about the next item. It is dirty because I have been using it, and I never thought I would purchase this, but I want to say it was Jody from the Personal Beauty Lab who spoke about this cleanser. I could be wrong, but I will leave Jody's link down below so you can check her out even if I am wrong. But she talked about the black cleanser from the Beauty Blender. It's their solid cleanser, and it actually comes with 6.3 ounces. Anyways, it comes with this little scrubby, which is very handy since I can't find mine. I think it's been packed. It like conditions your brushes as it cleans them, and it is so true. My brushes have never been as soft as they are, except when I first pulled them out of their package. So I really like this. Yes, it is expensive, but if it lasts longer than my other cleaner, which I truly, truly love, except I was buying one of those every 6 weeks. If it lasts me longer than that, totally worth the price point. So I really like this. All right, let's talk about this. I was reading some reviews about the bronzer, and someone said the bronzer in the shade In the Sun was really good for light skin tones. It was just a natural, healthy look, gives a natural, healthy look to your skin. This is what the packaging looks like. It's very luxe in my opinion. Now, maybe to some it isn't, but to me it is. The one thing I hate is I cannot open this package. I have to kind of squeeze and wiggle to open it, so I'm trying to get it open for you. I'm not just kind of hanging out here. Okay, so it does come with this nice mirror to it, and then this is the shade. Can you, there, In the Sun. It's this beautiful, you know, just light brown, but it doesn't have any orange hangover, I guess. So there's no orange cast to it. There's no glitter to it. I'm hoping you can see it there, but it blends beautifully, and it really does give you a healthy glow. I do have it on. I think it's just really nice and healthy. It's not overly dark. It can be built up to be a darker bronzer, but that's not my thing. So that is it again. I'm just kind of layering it so you can see how it kind of builds up, but it blends so beautifully. Like, there's this spot right here. When I went in with my brush, I guess I had a little too much bronzer on it and I got like a spot. Now, with past bronzers that I've had, I wouldn't have been able to get that spot away. And I loved my bronzer, do not get me wrong, but this one just, you know, it was just a few blending motions and it was off to the races. I was done and I could get on with it. So I really like In the Sun. Now, for reference purposes, I am a light neutral, so that is it. Could I have gone one shade darker? I think so. but I really like this shade for me. I think I'll really like it come winter time, when, even though I don't have a tan now, I'll have even less of a tan. So, but I like the formula. It's just soft and smooth. So that was a splurge buy. This next one I did purchase off of the reviews that I read. I have my Leah, and thank you to Porter and Arita for telling me how to pronounce it, because I pronounced it incorrectly for years. But I've had my Leah since my 20s. Those little white bumps right along here, and I get them right up into my eye area, and I have never been able to get them to go away. And I know that they're supposed to come and go, but mine do not. And so I was reading about Glow Recipes avocado melt retinol eye sleeping mask, and in those reviews, some individuals who were of my age were saying that this really helped get rid of their myelin, that it helped them dissipate. And so I thought, I need to try this, see if it works. Now it does have retinol in it, so that is always a good thing. And this is also a clean product. Now, I did not read how much product you got with this. So when I pulled this cute little bottle out of this box, I mean, come on, look at the size difference there. I had to relook to see if I had accidentally ordered, you know, like a deluxe size or mini size to try it out. Nope. You get 15 mils of product. There is no scent to it. At least I don't pick up a scent. It does come with a spatula to be able to get product out of there, which is nice, because then you're not sticking your cute little fingers into the product. Now it does take just a little amount of product. You pat it on underneath your eye, and then you put on your moisturizer. Now it has yet to have treated my Leah, but for the most part I like it as an under eye cream so far. I'm hoping it treats my myelin, because that's why I bought it. That's why I paid the little higher price tag. But I also wanted to try something from Glow. Another perfume brand that I wanted to try was Floral Street. They are a new brand to Sephora, and I had one of their scents in my cart, and then I saw that they had a discovery set, so I quickly grabbed this discovery set, and when I got it, it didn't have the scent that I wanted. This little discovery set comes with for 8 cents. So when I got this, I looked for electric rhubarb. I was really bummed it wasn't in here, but so I kept looking through my box, and my brother looked at this and he said, I want to try the neon, and he thought the second word was something different. Not knowing it was rose, I don't think he would have tried it if he had known it was rose, but it's called Neon Rose, and so I sprayed it on him. I knew it was rose because I saw it when I pulled it out. It smelled so good on him. It was not floral at all. There was nothing rose themed on him. It was really fresh and aquatic and bright, but nothing fruity, nothing floral. It was just really nice. It was a beautiful scent on him. I sprayed it on me. Smelled nothing like it. So I told him we should get him at least, he's not a, you know, huge cologne person, but I told him we should at least get the travel spray of that neon rose because it smelled so good on him. So good reminder that even if a scent is meant, you know, for women or directed at women, it can smell good on a man as well, and vice versa. I wore Obsession by Calvin Klein for years, like Obsession for women. I thought it smelled horrid on me, but I loved the men's on me. So just remember that sometimes scents, don't just kind of put yourself in one bubble. There's a lot of scents out there that can be unisex without being unisex. Just remember that. All right, the next one, I wanted to try this brand. Everybody talks about this brand, and so I got one of her lip glosses. I put it in my cart, and I was like, that's good. I'll try it. And then I saw this in the sale section, and it is by Jouer. It is their Funfetti kit. It comes with a eye topper, a lip topper, and a small highlighter. Now I do have the highlighter on with another highlighter, and the highlighter is nice. I will say that this highlighter is nice, but the lip topper and the eye topper, they're uncool. The lip topper is extremely gritty. When you get it on your lips, it's like you've rubbed sand in your all over your lips, or like you've been digging in the sandbox, you know, playing, and it's just everywhere. So this is what the lip topper looks like. This is the eye topper. Hello. I thought this would be really nice on the lid because there is some color behind it. Unfortunately, it is just solid glitter. It is solid grit. I am not one to wear glitter on my eyes, although if they're in these liquid eyeshadows, I don't mind it because I trust that the glitter won't flake off into my eye. But once you put it on there, it's just solid grit. Can you see that? Okay, this is not working today. That is it right there. It's just, there's no color. It gives you just a little bit of glitter. This is like 4 layers to get to that, maybe 3. But once I tap it in, then it's just this glitter. I mean, can you see it on my finger? That's what it looks like on my eyelid. And so I had to put something over it because I was really disappointed in it. So I'm not liking those two because of the grit in them. They're just, it's not a pleasure. Now my little highlighter, it does come with a very tiny mirror, but it looks like this. Can you see it? As soon as I pulled it out, I knew it would have some type of pink hue to it. That is it right there. It's very pretty. But once you put it on, it is like as pink as my shirt. Okay, not quite that pink, but really, really a light, you know, come on, Barbie pink. So I do like the highlighter, but I do not like the other two, so I'm really on the fence about keeping this set. While this set is not that expensive, since I did purchase it on sale, 1 out of 3 items, I just don't find that cost effective. I mean, that's a gorgeous highlighter. It's very pretty. I did buy a highlighter, and I can't remember why I purchased this highlighter. Probably because I love this company. I love this company a lot, and I really want to support them in everything they do. This is by Milk Makeup. It is their Flex highlighter. I got blitzed because I thought it was a beautiful looking highlighter, where Lit is like a white champagne, I want to say. Blitzed is a rose gold. Oh, come on, work for me. There we go. That is it right there. Of course, it says Flex on the, it's embossed on there. But it is this beautiful shade of rose gold, has a gorgeous, oh, I don't want to flash you with the mirror, mirror in this compact. I love this highlighter. But that is it right there. A beautiful rose gold. When I first got it, I was worried that it would be too dark for me. It has not. I do use a very light hand with it. I do have it on today with that Jouer highlighter. So I don't know if you can see it as well as you would if I just used it on its own. But I think it is just a stunning, stunning rose gold. I'm thinking I'd like to try Lit, but I don't need a Lit, so I think I'll stick with Blitzed. But I wanted to try it because I love Milk, and I just wanted to try their highlighter. Now, I will tell you, to get into their highlighter box is next to impossible. I basically had to cut the top of the lid. It's not along the crease. I had to cut the top of the lid in order to get into it with a box cutter. It is that difficult to get into that package. Don't ask me why, but it is, so keep that in mind. I did purchase a foundation. I did pick this specific foundation because it's a tinted oil. It isn't a BB cream, CC cream, anything like that. It's an oil. It's a moisturizing oil with a tint. Now, I kind of had to take a gamble on my color because the shade match wouldn't work with any of the shades that I put in. It wouldn't give me a shade match. So I went with tone 3, and that was a perfect shade. And what I purchased was the tinted face oil by Kosas. It comes in, I believe, 30 mils is how much a product you get. Yes, you get 30 mils, but this stuff is gonna last me forever. You shake the heck out of this, and I know you can hear those balls in there. It's mixing up the pigmentation with the oil, so you really have to shake the heck out of this. And then once you do, you squeeze 2 to 3 drops into your hand, and then you put them on your face. And if you want a little bit more coverage than what those 2 to 3 drops give you, then you just go in with a couple more drops. That's all. Total of 5 drops. Now, one thing I do not like is the drop the dropper control button, because there is not one. So sometimes you can control how many drops you get, and sometimes you get more. So that's what the control drop button is. It's like the droppers you get with like eardrops or eye drops. So there's really no control. I wish that it had just a little bit more control with that. But with this, you use your fingers. You don't use a sponge, a brush, nothing like that. And I do have it on today. It gives you this extremely healthy glow to it. If you don't like a dewy look, this probably is not the right product for you. I do have a slight bit of powder underneath my eyes, and yet it still is a glowing. So this is lovely. Now, if you purchased a foundation, you could buy a foundation brush. They gave you a choice of different brushes that you could purchase for 50% off, and they were from the Sephora collection. Now, I really like Sephora brushes, so I was excited to be able to purchase a foundation brush on top, for 50% off, and then get my discount on top of it. So I was really excited. So I really looked at the brushes that I wanted, and I ended up getting number 70. It's the Pro buffing brush. This is what it looks like. Hello. It's very densely packed, extremely soft. I have yet to use this. I have washed it, but I have not used this yet. I like buffing when I use a foundation brush, so I thought this would be perfect with my foundation sticks. I really thought this would be the most conducive for my preference of foundation application with a brush. So I'm excited to use it. I should probably use it, but I've been enjoying the Kosas tinted oil so much. I have yet to use any other foundation. So Lori needs to get on to try this brush, but I know I like Sephora brushes, so I'm not too worried about this brush. And I also picked up and I will put it up here for you to see. And what I picked up was their Pro Contour Highlight brush. It's their number 80 brush. It comes to a tip, kind of a fine pointed tip, if you can see that in the picture. I liked it because you're able to place the product exactly where you want it. Now, my guess is, from how it looked when I washed it, is I will have to use a second brush for the blending in, but I know that my highlighter and my contour will be where I want it versus where it ends up, which is very common. So the next item, I am going to show you a picture of it right here. When it arrived, they came extremely greasy inside the box. This is the box. Why I still have it, I don't know. But I got the Voluspa Mini Candle Trio. It comes in Niche au Soleil, Baltic Amber, and French Lavender. I had received a mini of these candles in some box, and the tin is beautiful, and you can reuse the tins on these. These are soy candles, so they burn clean. These smelled so good. Now, one of them, the lid was on so tight I could not get the lid off, and it was the one that was extremely greasy, so I'm thinking the essential oils probably kind of seeped out and sealed the lid on. But I cleaned it up. We're all good. They're packed, safe and sound, protected, and I can't wait to use these. These were a splurge. They are a little pricey. I did get, you know, the mini ones, so you can try the different scents. You can get full-size ones as well. I am a huge candle lover, but this was kind of like a present to myself, as if I needed to treat myself, because this whole box is a treat to myself. But this was a non-makeup, non-skincare, non-perfume treat to myself, because I'm having a hard time right now. And so I purchased these to try them out. Will I buy one of the bigger candles? Probably not. But I might buy the minis again, because you can reuse those tins. I'm excited. That's a huge, exciting purchase for me. The next two are from the same brand, and that is the brand Melt. Melt is actually on my list of brands I wanted to try in 2019. So I'm not surprised I have these two, and I really like one of them. I picked up one of their eyeliners. It is their all day, everyday eyeliner. Picked it up in the shade, it's called Rose Lens. It is an elegant rose gold. I do have it on today. You guys probably can't even tell. I have it on my upper lid. It is, I don't have it in my waterline. I have it right on my lid, and some of the lighter color has covered it up. This is the rose gold I have been looking for. Now, is it really rose gold? You know, I'll put it next. I put it up higher, but I'll put it next to the rose gold highlighter so you can see. It looks more of a copper when you, when you look at the rose gold highlighter. So those are those two right there. But to me, it's perfect. Yeah, it has a little more orange to it than probably it should, or a little more gold, I should say, a little more copper, but the other ones weren't quite, had enough oomph. So I'm really enjoying this. This is a beautiful formula. It glides on well, and you guys know I am an eyeliner snob. So for me to speak highly of this eyeliner says a lot. It does cost $17 for this eyeliner, so you know it's not relatively horrible. It comes in 5 different shades. I would like to pick it up in their teal shade. I think it is stunning. Maybe at the next sale I will, but I really like this rose lens, this rose gold. You guys know I have been on the hunt for a rose gold eyeliner. Is it a perfect rose gold? No, it's a perfect rose gold for me. Now, the next Melt product I got was an impulsive buy, if that says anything to you. I picked this up despite all of the not so positive reviews about its interesting layout. Now, I find the layout to be unique and out of the box. I also find it to be highly annoying. And that is because, I will open it up carefully, because we have 3 plastic covers that cover each side. So if you can see, each side is stair steps, and then it has these plastic covers that go over each side, each pigment, in order to protect them from transfer. let me carefully set these to the side so you can see what the palette looks like. The shades are gorgeous. Ever since I saw the color story of this palette, it has spoke to me. I just think it is gorgeous. But that is the color story. Beautiful. You've got satins, you've got shimmers, you have, I think they said there's even some foils in here. Those are all extremely creamy. The mattes, on the other hand, are very drying, which I find highly annoying. For the price point that you're paying for this, your mats should not feel like dirt when you touch them, but they do. The good thing about them is they blend out well. Even though they are very dry, they do blend out nicely. So I'll show you a couple of swatches. So I did this bright green down in the corner, Game Changer it looks like. And then Go Getter, which is this like orange red. Then I did, I believe it's Shots, this lavender here, and then this plum color called Morning After. So this one in the middle on the bottom. Those are what the four look like. So the only one that was a matte was that green. It actually did, it does swatch nicely. It just feels really, really rough. That is it right there. I have played with this multiple times, and maybe it's my lack of skill that makes this palette so difficult for me. I don't mind the unique layout, even though it is a pain in the tuchus to put those plastic liners back in to protect the pigments from each other. That is a pain in the tuchus, but I'm not sure I'm keeping this. It was an impulsive buy. The name of the palette is Impulsive Pressed Pigments Palette. I mean, they're great, and I want to try Melt so bad. And I specifically, they're eyeshadows, and I have tried them and they're nice, but I don't know for the price point if I want to keep it, because for me, with my skill level, I have to bring in a whole nother palette or 2 palettes, sometimes 3 palettes, in order to make this palette work. For me, if this lighter brown here, or even, whoa, hello, the lighter pink, just one of the lighter shades, it doesn't even matter if one of them were matte. The only matte shades that are light is this mustard yellow, which is beautiful, and I have played with it. I have used it as a transition, and it is just stunning. And this avocado shade, which I just swatched for you, those are the only 2 lighter shades that are mattes. Those are nice for certain looks, but some, you know, something that's more neutral could, for me, would make this a cohesive palette in order to make all the rest of the shades work for me. I'm not one to use a shimmer in my transition or all over my lid, and so just one of those. It wouldn't even matter which one it was. Just if one of them were a matte, this palette would be a no-brainer for me keeping. But Yeah, because I have to bring in palettes to make this work for me. I'm not sure if I will be keeping this. I want to keep it, but is it worth keeping? Will I use it again? That's the question I ask myself. So that is all I have for you for my summer sale haul from Sephora. You guys tell me down in the comments below what you think about the items I picked up. Is there anything here that I picked up that you picked up or that you've tried? Out of the clean sample, the clean perfume sample, which one do you think I should get? Which one do you think are my top 3? I'd like to know what you guys think are my top 3. I will come back and let you know what I got, but let me know down below what you think my top 3 are out of these 6. Rosie Jane, Clean Reserve Skin. Well, Rosie Jane is Lila Lou. Clean Reserve Skin, Ellis Brooklyn Myth, Maison Louis Marie. Maison Louis Marie. Number 4. The 7 Virtues is Vanilla Wood, Skylar Isle, and Fleur Hanami. Let me know what you think I'm going to end up getting. I'm interested to know what you guys think. That is all I have for you guys. You guys take good care of yourself. Be safe out there, and I will see you on the next one.